I couldn't help myself. I love how this thing sounds. Welcome back, guys. Today, we're gonna start working on this brand new build. 2018 Mustang GT, 5.0 liter V8, American Muscle Beast. Let's get moving.
Four-wheel top.
Woo, baby. So now that the Mustang is in the garage, it's time that we inspect some of the damages and see what we have to deal with. First off, the hood is horrible. The only good thing on it is these little grills. They're all in good shape, both of them. There's nothing wrong with them. But underneath, it actually looks way worse than it is. For example, the frame. This driver one got bent way more than this passenger one did. I'm assuming a lot of people got scared of this car and didn't want to bid because of how horrible it looks. But the engine has not been touched. Thanks to all the space that Ford puts between the engine and the radiator and the intercooler and all of that stuff. There's about, what, 2 feet, 1.5?
Yeah, around there.
Space between the crash bar and the engine, which that allowed us to start it, to pull it in and do all of that good stuff.
Plenty of space.
To give you guys actually the story of this Mustang, we bid on this Mustang about 3 times. The first time we bid, it was also an approval. They did not let the car go, so they put it back. We bid on it on the second time. We also won the car for a little bit less. They also did not give the car, so we ended up buying this car on a buy now price.
Which was a secret.
It wasn't too far from what initially bought the car for.
Yeah, just a few extra bucks.
It's a dollar halas.
A few extra hundreds.
Anyway, it looks amazing.
Yeah, we're just so excited to start the work process on this Mustang.
We always wanted a Mustang.
We bet on so many Mustangs, I forgot, like 10 of them.
Yeah.
We finally got one. It sounds amazing. Luckily, I had somebody put an exhaust before we got it. It has the stock catalytic converters on, but from there back, it's a straight pipe. They took out the resonators and the mufflers in the back. I think it sounds absolutely amazing.
It sounds a lot better in person than you guys hear in videos and
louder.
here.
It sounds very angry.
So beefy too. Amazing. This is actually trash. Daniel, we can get rid of it. And then we can start work.
Before we actually start taking anything apart, we have to lift it up and put it on the frame machine we have over here. So we can pull on the crash bar. So the reinforcement
Goes back to where it initially was.
the frame goes back to where, as close as possible as we can get it before we take it off and do additional work to the frame. We already have one outside.
So Mustang guys gave it to us.
I'm actually very surprised that the passenger side frame rail is not as bent as the driver's side. This is actually a little more because most of the impact was mostly on the passenger side, as you can see right here.
Yeah, and that caused to pull, because of the crash bar, it caused to pull the frame to that side.
Yeah. It looks like the driver was probably taking a left turn or something, and
No,
because of
let's
all that,
get real. He was drifting and he hit a tree or something.
there you go.
Probably on the parking lot, hit
Or
a
a
pole.
pole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's take a look around it inside and see what other damages we got to deal with before we lift it up on the frame. The windshield is cracked. It looks like it took a stone or something. It doesn't look like the accident was what caused this. Somebody hit it over here.
Or the guy hit some sort of truck that had some rocks in it or something like that.
Or
Who knows? Everything is possible.
Or the
Yeah.
driver got very mad when he saw the damage, or
That might
the
be
problems he got himself into. Got
He-
pissed,
And punched the
punched
windshield.
the windshield, scratched the top of it.
Looks like we also need a new mirror. The door has some damage on it. We can fix it though. One over here, some scratches here, and the body line here is also damaged. The rocker panel is completely missing. We found that for a fairly good price online. It also comes in black, so it's just good for us.
Yeah, so I have
This 8 pillar here
Bit
is
of
also
damage.
got some damage on it. Other than that, this side looks pretty good. The rims we're gonna get rid of. I don't like this style. We've got
Yo, that's a secret, man. That is a secret.
not anymore.
Yeah,
We're gonna take these off. We've got some nice ones, stock ones, but they look way better than this. We're gonna program the sensors, no problem, like the focuses and the Raptor we've got. On the interior, we've got a bunch of airbags blown. This one wasn't blown, I thought it was.
No, Trevor said
Okay,
it's not.
yeah,
Surprisingly.
we're good. We're good on the current airbag. On the driver's side, the passenger one, take it out, John. The current airbag.
It's on down, mate.
That one's blown. The seat bag is blown. The steering wheel and the knee airbag for the driver. The rest of the airbags are good on the interior. Let's take a look around the back. I really love this sick wing that the previous owner bought. It has this, put my head there. Got this plastic connection between the tails or the ducktail of the wing.
Do you know what that's for?
These hardware screws.
This is actually where the car was from, in
are
case you guys
actually-
wondered. Hold on, let me focus on this. Okay.
These hardware screws are actually aluminum, it looks like. It's not like plastic aftermarket nonsense. I actually wish I had the GT350 style wing that goes around. Sort of like the STI, but this will do. I like it a lot. One weird thing is, on Mustangs, you have to open the trunk from the bumper. There's no button on the trunk itself. I'm guessing it's because of the design. It would look ugly if it would be
Yeah.
in this spot.
It actually
Camera's
looks,
there though, so that's all good.
looks very cool actually. It's just right here. It's right over here. Okay, where the license plate would be.
Yeah, right here in the middle.
Right above it.
In the trunk, we just got some mats and a fog light. I'm
Completely
surprised
trashed.
how pretty huge this is. Normally, it's like something small, like an Ford or a.
I feel like this
Focus.
is more of a running light, and this is just the fog light. I've seen some people say that this is the actual fog light. It has LED inside.
Oh, so that's why it's so big.
Yeah,
It's all LEDs.
it's huge though. Imagine the fog light is just very little right there.
Under here, we've got some compressor if you need to.
Do they actually come with spare tire? Probably not.
I
I'm
don't
not sure.
think so, since they give you a compressor if you're running low to get somewhere temporarily.
I mean, this wheel well kind of looks like it would fit one. So the
Yeah,
trunk.
but according to this,
Yeah.
you can fit a wheel in here. Maybe it has run flat tires.
Maybe when we get the different wheels, we keep one of these in the trunk just to make sure.
Yeah, a spare tire of one of these stock tires, in case you need it on the road, ever dies down. This side looks pretty good. There's nothing missing here.
Hold on, let me
Fender's
come.
busted though.
Let me actually come on this side.
On this side, the mirror is good. The fender is bad. Got some damage on the door because of it. Somebody opened it when it was pushed a little bit back. This rocker panel on this side is not missing. Everything's fine and good with it. That's pretty much for this side. There's nothing damaged, minus some paint chipping, and the roof is scratched. Something that's easily fixable. And that would be it.
But all in all, this is an awesome car.
One thing I also like about this car is that it's completely black. It's not like green or red. It fits like perfectly for a muscle car.
Oh yeah, very nice, really nice. We've always wanted a Mustang for a long time now, but I guess we got it now, baby. We can't wait to drive it, especially that it's a manual.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
it's
really
super
love
awesome.
how the manual shifter is very small. And it doesn't go that far up when you push it. Almost like it's a short throw shifter.
Yeah.
Feels really sturdy, really nice. Pretty awesome. So now, let's lift it up and start pulling on the frame a little bit before we start disassembling. So we've got another souvenir to hang on our famous wall of parts on cars that we've worked on. Mercedes, some Fords, Audis, and all of Volkswagen, a bunch BMWs, a bunch of stuff. We got another one to add to the list.
Mustang 5.0 liter Coyote, baby! Woo! So we finally done installing the frame machine under the car. Daniel here on this side is also checking out the wheel. So we've got some sick wheels for this Mustang.
Look at that.
Because our Mustang was pretty stock, so we had some different kind of wheels. These are the kinds they had, and we're replacing them with these. Maybe you also need some spacers to bring it out a little more. So this is where our engine cover actually went. We put it on the famous wall. We just chopped off the rest and tossed it away. 5.0 liter Coyote, baby.
Woo! There's no way we have to attach a chain here. If we put it here, it's gonna slide to the right. Or if we put it here, it's gonna slide there and damage more wires. So we need to make a hole so it holds as a counter hold basically. So it holds the chain in place and doesn't move left or right. So we can pull this big old kink out.
It's toasty. You wanna make a toast out of that?
No.
That's a Mustang frame for you.
Bring a hammer and chop it.
Wow. Such a good fan. I thought it was good. At the bottom, you see the gifts of destruction.
Potatoes. Now with that out of the way.
Here's another part of the sandwich. This is also toasty.
Has some bushings on it.
Yeah.
Look at how amazing a 7,000 miles engine looks. Jacob hit it. Oh, that looks pretty.
It looks pretty, but it sounds even better, John.
Oh yeah.
Sounds like a raw beast, boy.
No problems with this engine. No any pulley problems.
You're not gonna take this car out in the streets and you know what I mean? Rev it a little bit.
Oh.
Although we do have to change some hoses here because this one was cut up onto the...
So the airbox and its pipe look pretty well, pretty good. Like there's no damage to it, but when we look underneath here, they actually didn't manage to bust a hole right through. Sab, you got the thing that goes in here? Let's see it for a moment.
So this piece was right here, so somehow it got damaged.
So that looks right there. Looks like it goes there. Well, we'll probably have to buy a new one or cover the hole, but it looks like we have to buy a new one. It is what it is. Could have been worse. Right now, we're just gonna call it a day because we have spent the entire day in the garage and the build is going fast enough as it is.
Okay guys, so this is it for this episode. We took off all the broken parts, the broken pieces. We're gonna go ahead, make a list, run everything down, make sure what we need, what we don't, and go from there. Make sure you guys subscribe and stay tuned for the next one.